So with all the gear on, I'm showing 120 kilos, 120.3 kilos. Hey people of the interwebs, it's Q with another scuba diving adventure. 7 o'clock Saturday morning, 14 degrees centigrade, and it's a beautiful day, blue skies with a few fluffy clouds. And a little birdie told me that there may be up to 15 meters visibility right offshore. So we're going to head down to Caloundra. I'm going to meet up with my dive buddy Gordon. Mick might show up if his boss doesn't need him to work, and we'll also see who else turns up. And we'll check out the water and see what adventures we can get ourselves involved in today. On any other day, this would be the dive site of choice. It is flat as a tack. From here it looks very clean and it's just a perfect dive condition. However, if it's like this here, it's going to be even better at Kings Beach Boat Ramp. So here we are at Kings Beach Boat Ramp. Looks like we're at low tide at the moment, lots of rocks exposed. It's not as flat here as it was at Moffat Beach, just because of the wind direction, but we're definitely going to dive here today. What we'll actually do is get our gear on in the car park here, and then we're going to walk all the way up there with our gear, and we're going to jump in off the rocks into the water, and we will just basically circle round until we get back to the boat ramp and exit here. As a base starting weight, we're at 83.8 kilos. So with all the gear on, I'm showing 120 kilos, 120.3 kilos.
Take it away, Mr. Q. All good? Thank you.
Even though winter is coming in the southern hemisphere, it was actually very pleasant to jump into the water, because at that time of the day the water temperature was higher than the air temperature. Mick and Gordon had dropped down first. Lee had a few problems with his mask, so I stayed on the surface until he got that sorted out, and then we descended and joined them. We dropped down into 5.1 meters of water, which is about 16.5 feet, and the water temperature was 22 degrees at 71.5 Fahrenheit. First thing we saw was this little ray. He must have been having a good snooze, because you normally can't get that close to them before they dart off. I saw the shell and gingerly picked it up and turned it over, because you never know whether there's going to be some nasty in there that might want to sting you or poison you in Australian waters. Fortunately, there was nothing living inside. Once again, the goatfish were our ever-present dive companions. This guy with the blue coloration was quite interesting, but he was obviously in a very jittery mood and wouldn't stay still long enough to get a good look at him. We did our usual thing of looking underneath all sorts of crevices. And in particular on this dive site, what we were looking for were crayfish. These are actually painted crays. They're a cousin of the lobsters, but these guys don't have the big front claws like lobsters do. They're still very tasty. At about the halfway point, I asked everybody how much air they had, and decided, yep, we'd start making our way home. On the way back, I found this black sea cucumber, and it's got some strange defensive tactics. When its skin is rubbed or damaged, it emits a toxic red fluid, or if something tries to eat it, it pushes its toxic internal organs out through its bum. I'm not kidding. As we got into shallow water, we came across this Wobbegong. This is actually a spotted Wobbegong, and when they grow to full size, they could be 3 meters or 9.8 feet in length. This was quite a big guy, and judging from the size of his head to how far back his dorsal fin was, I would estimate that if he was out in the open, he'd be about 2 meters or 6.5 feet long. They are an ambush predator, and they catch small fish that swim too close. After 56 minutes, the dive came to a conclusion, and we pulled up right in front of the boat ramp as we'd planned. Maximum visibility on this dive was 6 meters or 19.5 feet. And as I turned around to look at the boat ramp, I spotted another diver who was a friend of ours from the same dive shop.
Mr. Ian!
So how was that, Mr. Gordon?
It was excellent, as always.
Cold getting out, eh? that wind has got a wintry bite to it.
The brass monkeys have suddenly decided to venture into Caloundra.
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to see future scuba diving adventures, and if you have any questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching.